Hello, Sye here. How can you get in shape fast and stay in shape long term? The number one tip, you need to have a habit. Discipline is not good enough. Willpower is not good enough. It's not going to be consistent enough. You need to make a commitment. And the thing that I have discovered is that if you make a commitment to yourself, do it, try to do it at basically the same time every day. I choose the morning because when I get up, it's kind of the hardest thing to do. And if I do that first, then the rest of the day seems relatively easy. But the point is that you want to commit to it. And I have found that the more days that you're committed, the easier it is to maintain. However, you don't have to do something very difficult every day. So I would say if you commit to 5 days a week, then you are going to set the habit very good, and you'll look forward to it if you don't do anything on the weekends, for example, because your body will get used to moving. So what can you do at home that is not very difficult to get yourself in this habit? Now, the first thing I recommend is when you wake up, maybe you want to just take some deep breaths. I like to meditate. Just breathe in the good air, relax your body, let your body kind of naturally wake up a little bit. Standing up, I've found, works really well just to kind of get yourself ready to do the next thing. Now, once you've gotten to that point, then doing something just like doing some squats and reaching up to the ceiling, a full range of motion, kind of get yourself started, and then do that a little bit faster. Do some push-ups, get a pull-up bar, do some pull-ups, do some burpees. If you don't know what burpees are, I'll show you that in another video, or maybe I'll link to an old video of mine that shows me doing some burpees. But they're a great exercise for home, not having to go out and do something or to go get a gym membership, which makes it very convenient for you to just do this. You don't have to think that you have to go and be somewhere else to do these basic things. And I don't go to a gym. I'm not saying that it's not a good thing or I wouldn't want to ever. It's just that with my lifestyle, it's so convenient to just do my workout at home and then get outside when I want to do some outside stuff. So then do some intensity stuff. For example, hold your arms out, jump up, pull your knees up to your chest as far as you can. See how many of those you can do in a row. Do some squats where you bend your knees down, and then when you come back up, you jump up and pull your knees up towards your chest, and do it with good form, putting your butt backwards when you go down, and also make sure that you have your knees in alignment with the direction of your toes, so that your knees are pointing in the same direction as your toes. And if you want to add a little bit of intensity to doing some of these basic things, then I recommend maybe to get a weight vest. And this is just something I like to do, so it'll actually add strength and make your jumps even easier when you start when you get used to it. Once you've broke your body in, if you add, say, 15-20 pounds with a weight vest, that'll give you some additional power and help you to maybe get a little bit of mass, not too much mass in your muscles, but enough to make them have some more power. Also, I would say that one of the most important things when you're doing any kind of exercise, especially if you're new to it, is to keep your body in alignment. All of your joints and bones, they all work the best when they're in alignment. And so you don't want to do movements, especially when you're getting stronger or when you're building up your strength, that are not in alignment. But in a general sort of way, you want to keep your body in alignment. So like if I'm doing a push-up, I want to make sure that my hands are in alignment with my shoulders on a very basic level to build up strength. That doesn't mean you can't do some other kinds of push-ups later, but basically once when you extend, you want to make sure that your body's muscles, that it feels like everything is lined up. That's very important. And a lot of people just don't know what they're doing, and they'll try to do things. It's even like when I see somebody hit a punching bag, for example, and they're hitting like this, or they're bending their wrist. You want to keep things in alignment. And so just use your body in a way that feels the most natural, even when you're adding weight from your own body or weight from something else to some type of exercise that you do. In addition, I would recommend that you, on the days that you're not doing some of the more intense stuff, that you just do some yoga and some type of stretching routine and a little bit of basic kind of movement exercises. It doesn't have to be anything very much, but it'll keep you in the habit of doing the exercise. And so you can alternate, maybe have 2 days a week where you just really don't do very much. It's more like yoga and just some movements. And then on the other days, the other 3 days of the 5 days, do some very intense stuff that really makes you feel like it's hard to do. And that's going to build up your body, your muscles, your confidence in yourself. It's going to make you feel generally better. It's going to help your body to use the food that you give it better. And I also recommend just getting outside and doing some walking at least every day. But on a couple of those days or a few of those days of the week, then do a run. Don't make it something that you have to think is hard. Basically go out and think of it as fun, and just get yourself in the habit of doing that a few times a week. And then when you get to a point in your run where your body's really warmed up, you can try doing some sprints and slowing back down to kind of moderate pace where you just feel like you're having fun. And those sprints are going to help to build up your fast muscle twitch fibers, and they're going to also help you to build some power muscles as opposed to endurance muscles. And it's very good to do that. It's good for your heart as well, and it's good for your lungs. It's actually, I mean, there's probably a good combination of cardio and anaerobic exercise like sprints, but doing that type of high intensity exercises is going to boost your human growth hormone. It's going to build your muscle strength. It's also going to improve or build your heart muscle, and it's also going to improve your lungs. So I recommend doing that as well. And so the main tip of the day is just to make sure that you are doing something consistently, 5 days a week at least, where you actually are committed, and that's the important part, to do the exercise, so that even if you're not doing something very intense or hard, that time is there for you, and you'll be able to work and kind of evolve your exercise routine over time by just being there in the time that you've committed to doing that. And of course, I'll just leave you with this: if you have the ability, or you have a situation where you could go out and play something like soccer or go ride a bike, and it's convenient and easy for you to do that because of the weather where you live at, or I recommend doing those things even maybe more than the things that I'm recommending. But this is something to fill in on the days when you can't get out and do those types of things. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you